Hey guys, we're here at the Health and Wellness Center with some expert knowledge about Study Away and your health. I'm Liz Schneider-Bateman, I'm the Associate Director for Counseling, and we're excited to talk with you today.
Hey, I'm Steph Walters. I'm president of the Rick Steves Fan Club, and I'm also the medical director here in Health and Wellness with our dog, Kevin.
Hey, I'm Kevin, one of the campus therapy dogs. I've never left the Midwest, and I ate bunny poop on my walk last night, so consider me an expert on wellness and Study Away.
We got 3 videos for you today. This first one is just a general introduction, and then Steph's going to talk some more about your physical health while you're abroad, and I'll spend some time talking about your mental health.
Hey folks, it's Steph back here again. I'd like to tell you a few things about preparing to be well while studying away. Hey, raise your hand out there if you think MAC requires a physical before you study away. You're correct. They do not. Some of your programs do require a physical, so start paying attention to that and get it done early, because a lot of the places you're going also require shots. If you haven't already, check out cdc.gov/travel and see what kind of shots you need. Some of those shots are 2 or 3 shot series, Hep A for example, and a couple other things, so you need to get those done early and often. All right, what else do I want to say? Oh, on your physical form, you're already going to study away, so I need you to disclose everything. That physical form will probably stay in a box somewhere or in a drawer of the program coordinator, and they're only going to need it in an emergency. But if you show up in an emergency room and you're unconscious and your only place where medications are listed is that form, it's going to be really helpful for the person taking care of you to know what's going on. So don't be shy, don't hide anything. You're going on this program. It's just something to keep you safe. All medications, birth control pills are medications. Disclose your smoking history, disclose drug use history, disclose history of eating disorders or other mental health stuff. It's all things that will hopefully keep you safe if you need it. Okay, it's Steph back here again. From a place of empathy, I have to carry EpiPens wherever I go. And if your chronic health condition includes a food allergy, not only do you have to bring your EpiPens, I want you to think about something. Food allergy translation cards exist. So you might think you're fluent in your language until you're trying to explain to somebody that you can't have any peanuts, tree nuts, or shellfish in your cooking thing. Another thing to think about when you study away, this bubble in my throat, is bringing all the medications you need with you. Talk with your health care provider ahead of time about what prescriptions you can bring versus what can be sent in. Please note that some certain prescriptions, like benzodiazepines for anxiety or stimulant medicines for ADD, there might only be a specific type or a specific brand, or sometimes there's laws around what you can and can't bring into the country. You might want something written by your healthcare provider that says, please let this person carry this medicine on the plane. This just says, please plane, which isn't sufficient, but it's all we have time for in this video. And you tuck it into your little travel pack so that nobody gives you a hard time. The last thing I want to tell you briefly about this video is actually a foreshadowing to a later video called Sometimes People Have Sex and Use Substances While Studying Away. Because, what I was going to tell you about is that some of you are going to countries where access to care, including barrier methods, sexual and reproductive health, is way better, way easier to access than here. Others of you are going to places where that's not an option at all. So please, if you have a favorite barrier method, consider bringing it with you. You never know what access you might have. So far, I've not found one. Yes. And yes. Also, do think about, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, or what type of sex you're having, bringing a supply of emergency contraception. Everyone has stories of being the person on their program that saved the day for somebody that needed this. So if you come in for a physical, Kev's done. If you come in for a physical and we're on our game, we will offer this to you to bring with. That's it.
Alright folks, one of the most important things that you can do for your mental health in preparation for Study Away is to have realistic expectations. Study Away, while exciting and potentially fun, is also quite challenging. And the truth is that while there might be moments of magic and glee, there are also probably going to be some very real life moments. And, if you're, for example, really awkward in front of a camera, it's unlikely you're going to go on Study Away and become Study Away Liz, who loves being on film and is suddenly super gregarious in front of a video camera. So, that being said, it's really important for you to have a plan ahead of time about how to manage your mental health, especially if you're someone who's going into your Study Away experience with what we call a pre-existing mental health condition. Specifically, make a plan ahead of time for your medications. This is not the time to be experimenting with going off meds. There are enough changes, challenges, adjustments that you're going to be dealing with. Having a consistent and stable medication regimen is really important. And as Steph said before, it's important to plan ahead, knowing which medications you're going to be able to get while you're abroad, which ones you need to have a plan for bringing with you to last you through your Study Away experience. It's also important to know what kind of resources are available for you. These might be resources through your program. They might be resources more locally here at McAllister, things like our Press 2 24-hour phone counseling service. But having some idea before you go into your program what kind of things you might be able to access in terms of counseling and mental health support will go a long way so that when you're there, you know already where you can reach out for help. Bottom line, have a plan.
Hey guys, if day 1 is unpack your stuff and day 2 is check out the people on your program, please let day 3 or 4 ask your program director, where would I go if I got sick? Because trying to find out those resources when you feel really crappy is really hard. Wah wah.